Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday morning. Morning, Brandon. We'll keep your wife in our thoughts today. Hope everything goes smoothly. Good morning, Sydney, Alan, Ron, Gucci Boomer. Got Keith PDX keeping us happy and healthy on the other side. Wendy's here. Ian's here. I think all the cool cats are here this morning. So our Gopher friend is back today. Hello, David. I don't know why again this time. I was somebody in the chat said it was for a military charter last time. I have no idea really. I'm just taking people by what they say. This is stuck way over in the corner. Off of one of the seldom used taxiways off of 4 left. So I don't know how long it's going to be here. I don't know if it's going to leave today. It doesn't look like it's going to leave today because it's stuck all over there by itself. But we'll hang out and find out. That's going to be, I like that. We're going to hang out and find out. That's my new, I'm going to jot that, let me jot that down because I'll forget it in like 5 minutes. Hang out and find out. All right, that is officially trademarked Reverse Ops LLC Limited 1987. Hello, Jane. Good to see you. Jane is celebrating a milestone with us here today. 15 months at the 330 international level. That's a huge commitment. Thank you very much, Jane. And I think Jane should be committed for having to deal with me for 15 months. So thank you very much, Jane. Thanks for all your support, and thanks for being a part of the world's most dangerous mod crew. picture's looking good over on the 360 camera this morning.
Morning.
Morning. .360 camera really benefits from being on this side of the airport. The internet on it is much better over here. This is a 717. It's coming in from Hilo. We'll get a little closer. We won't be shy. So we're supposed to have a national 747 come in here possibly in the show, but I don't see it out there. It's not on flight radar right now. Supposed to be here a little after 10 o'clock, but I don't see it. Hopefully we'll catch that. Another thing I saw while while I was looking around for stuff coming in today was we might get another skier in here. If you guys aren't familiar with that, we have the New York State Air National Guard has a bunch of C-130s, not a bunch, a few C-130s that are called skiers because they actually have skis on them. They're meant for landing in snowy weather, icy weather. And they have a tendency to go back and forth between New York and New Zealand quite a bit to train. So, looks like one of them's heading this way. Well, I don't think it'll be here during our show, but we might catch it Saturday. So, we will hang out and find out. I think everyone should listen to Jane there. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Let all your friends know how good of a time you're having on a sort of virtual vacation in Hawaii. A little humid today, but there is some moisture in the air. I don't think we're supposed to get any rain during this show, but maybe later today. We hopefully we don't get too much rain. We have two American Airlines planes on the deck here today. We have this one, which I believe is the normal flight that's going off to LA with the extra. This is the one that should be lit up on your flight radar there. There's another one at the very end of Terminal 2. I wonder if one didn't go out last night. It's my worst nightmare. An American plane that doesn't leave. That's usually my flight, that 10... It varies, but usually it's around 10:45. That's usually my jam there. We have Pizza Friday Don here. Hello, Pizza Friday Don. Why is everything on Twitter a breaking news story? Breaking. I hate that. They put those little lights next to the word breaking. Drives me insane. Not everything is breaking news. Next one coming in over there is almost in sight. It is an Aloha air cargo coming in from Lake Hui. When it gets a little bit closer, we will pan over there. Thanks, Brandon. I am about 1.5 miles from an F-14 Tomcat, right over that direction. Somewhere beyond those trees, there is an F-14 Tomcat. And I might be wrong on this, so don't take it as gospel. I think it's the last one in the last U.S. F-14 Tomcat to fly. I think that's what it is. They either flew it out here and ran the engines dry, or they flew it somewhere and then ran the engines dry and then shipped here. I can't remember. But I believe it's the last U.S. F-14 to fly. That's at the Pacific Aviation Zone. Feedback from the mods is a really polite way to say they yelled at you. I got some feedback from the mods. I get feedback. I get feedback from my mods all the time. They usually yell at me. You know, CFI on the fly, all joking aside, I did see a blurb about that, and I chalked it up to AI stupidity. Is someone actually thinking about it? Is this one of Trump's, like he saw the movie Maverick or Top Gun and said, oh, where's that fighter? I want that fighter in a flyover. Is this one of those deals? Okay, those two planes, the United that has its tail to us, is heading to San Francisco. That's a MAX 9. And the American that has its nose to us, that is heading off to LA with the extra X. That is the normal 7 a.m. flight. Still want to know what makes a Gopher golden. Is it the color? See some of the clouds over Honolulu this morning. You can see Diamond Head peeking out right over the white gas tanks on the right side of that shot. That is Diamond Head. That's on the other end of Waikiki. We have a 717 that looks like it's wandering out to leave, maybe on Echo. That'd be a nice short takeoff if it leaves from there. That's heading off to Niihau. I like the nice short takeoffs when they do it from the short tees on 8 left. I like that because that means they're lower when they go over my head. Oh, it does. I was just joking that it had something to do with some idiot watching the movie Maverick, and we live in such a stupid time. Stop this timeline. I want to get off. I have to write that one down too. That's pretty funny. I'm on a roll this morning. I'm like butter. I'm like butter this morning because I'm on a roll. And if I'm not really being funny, it's just my own delusion. Let me have my delusion. I deserve that. Okay, now I forgot what I just said. I was going to write something else down, and I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, oh yeah, okay, I remember now. I remember. Stop this timeline. I want to get off. Now we go back to flight radar. You and me both, Pizza Don. Madeira Woman Spotter has rated us this morning. So if you're coming in from her stream, welcome to Honolulu. My name is Patrick. I'm the one making all the stupid jokes. Nice, beautiful day here. We're almost on the other side of the planet from where she is. We're somewhere in the middle of the vast Pacific over here. So welcome. We're just getting rolling here. We have another 717 that is just about to go. It's going off on the pro tees down there, though. I'm not a golfing guy, so I can't tell you what color tees those are. But he's going off the long end. He's all the way at the approach end. So he'll be a little higher when he goes over our head. So this Hawaiian coming at us is heading off to Hilo. Black or gold tees? Thank you, Ken. I have very little golf experience. I've played 1.5 legit rounds of golf in my life. And the half was because we were taking so long, because I'm so terrible, that we just gave up halfway through. We did a 9. I guess. 9? Yeah. Spent a lot of time at the driving range in my early 20s because they served beer. And we used to go get hammered and just whiff golf balls down the range. All right, we have 4 planes heading down for departure in this shot. They're all kind of clumped up together on Alpha there. Look, so there are 5. What's the one? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 5. There's a Delta. I need to zoom out a little bit to get that Delta. So the one in the back, last one on the list, Delta, heading off to LA with the extra X. Then we have United 757 in front of it, heading off to LA with the extra X. A Hawaiian heading off to Lehue. A United heading off to SFO, and in front of all that is the American we were talking about just a bit ago. It looks like they're going to send that one down to the reef runway that has taken the 45-degree taxiway down there. Are they going to send all 5 of those down to the runway? That's not fair. We do have one coming in, though. We were down there on Tuesday. They sent all these planes out on 8 left. And now we're up here, and they're sending them all down on 8 right. I think ATC punks me sometime. I think they're over there looking at me. They see the van out, or the truck out here. And they go, ha, 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 ha. We're going to send these all down the other side. At least give us one. Come on. Nope, they're not even giving us the 757. Ah, give us one. All right, we'll take the landing of the 717. This one's coming in from Lehue. Lehue is on the island of Kauai. It is one of 2 islands, one of 2 main islands. There's a bunch of islands to the west of us, but the 2 main islands are Niihau and Kauai. Niihau is the smaller of the two, and privately owned. It's owned by the Robinson family. You can't go there just to go there. You have to arrange something with the Robinson family. So, hunting trip or helicopter excursion. They do have a couple ways you can get over there, but there are no commercial flights or charters over that way. You can, however, snorkel right off the coast. I did a snorkel boat thing where we went up in the Pali Coast, which is the west coast of Kauai. It's all the postcards you see, Jurassic Park looking stuff. We went up then the Pali Coast, and then went over to this crescent moon shaped crater, or I don't know if it's a crater. That's, I guess, a quarter mile away from Niihau, and we went snorkeling there. It was a I took photos of it, Brandon. No one came and yelled at me. Yes, Molokini crater. Thank you, Eric. They don't want you to take pictures of the settlement or the people. They ask you to be respectful of that, but the coast where I was, you couldn't see any of that, so. But, you know, it's like everything else in the world. If you just be a little respectful, don't be a jerk. So, I took a picture of Niihau, but you couldn't see anybody on it, so. I did buy, that same trip, I did buy Mrs. Reverse Ops some Niihau shell jewelry she really enjoys. These little tiny little shells that they thread on this tiny little wire. That's one of the ways they make money. I just saw this question on Reddit the other day about Niihau. Yes, technically, all the beaches in Hawaii are public land. There's no private beach, unless it's on a federal base. Unless it's on a base that's federal land, there's no private beaches in Hawaii. You can walk on any beach in Hawaii. Anybody can. Up to the high water mark or the vegetation line, but all beaches in Hawaii are public. There's no private beaches. So people have been asking, can you go to the beach on Niihau? Which technically you can, but like I said a minute ago, just don't be a jerk. Let them have their life. There's plenty of other beaches to go to. Hi. Zip Air is next on Zippy Air is next on 8 left. We're going to take it because the next one going out on the refund was a 717. So there's Zippy. All right, next one out is a 717 heading off to Kailua Kona. Behind that, we're all going to brush our teeth because it is the toothpaste livery coming out. That is over here somewhere. That's it right there. That'll most likely go to the reef runway. I would be very surprised if it doesn't. Thanks, Ian. 36 minutes. Okay. I can vamp till then. Hello, Windy. Oh, celebrating 12 months at the 717 level. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've been here at this great club for a whole year. You get a new badge color. Actually, you get a shield today. It's no longer a little icon. It's a shield. Not hard to tell. It's kind of tiny, but thank you very much. That's a tremendous support for a year. Appreciate it. We have a 717 here just for you for the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level.
Okay, Rosie.
Yeah, Rose. Yeah.
Bye. Have a good day. Toothpaste livery has already jumped across 8 left, so we'll see if we can get a little bit of a shot of it there. There it is. They're still using this for the Seattle flight. I guess they don't. They have 4 of them, I think. I guess they don't need that many for Rome yet. I'm just going back and forth. Back and forth. We have a 757 coming in on the crossing runway. That's a FedEx. It's coming in from, I think, Maui. Yes, Maui. I think Rainbow Love had something scheduled this morning. I think she was scheduled to stick pins in a voodoo doll of V this morning, so she'll be a little late, I think. Boy, that 757 must be light. Holy cow. He barely made it around the building there for us to see. Alright. Virgin America is next on the reef runway in the toothpaste livery. We also have I thought we had another. I guess Flight Radar is being weird this morning again. We do have our first plane from the east coming up. That is a Dreamliner coming in from Tokyo. That is Japan Airlines. I think we're just waiting on the Dreamliner to get to 8 left. Or sorry, 8 right, pardon me. Why would a Long Beach to Seattle flight replace a Long Beach to Hawaii flight, Brandon? Because there's zero chance I would fly from here to Seattle just to go to Long Beach. Of course, it is Virgin America, so who knows? They've been doing some weird stuff lately. Certainly not stuff that benefits the people of Hawaii. Oh, okay. I see what you mean, Brandon. All right, let's do this. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. I hope everyone's having a great time today already. Make sure I'm not missing anything over here. If you don't know where you are or who I am, I can answer both those questions for you right now. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream and bewilderment channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, which is right over here. It is 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there, on the south shore of the Hawaii archipelago, somewhere in the middle of the vast Pacific Ocean. Should have a lot of fun today. We should get both A380s. We have a Gopher sitting over there for some reason. So it should have a at least entertaining next couple hours. I do have a special announcement today that I did not tease to anybody. I don't even think I told Mrs. Reverse Ops. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and we're in a position where we can do it. So we have launched memberships over on our sister channel. I know this isn't like huge groundbreaking news and stop the presses out there or anything, but we have launched memberships over on HNL Ops, which is over showing you right now. It's showing you 2 streams right now. It's showing you our 24/7 live ATC stream. not live ATC as in like I'm stealing their signal. It's 24/7 ATC stream. I shouldn't say live stream. It's not theirs. I have it in my living room. And it's also showing the 360 cam, which is right over my head, which you can check out at any time. While we're live and it's not raining, I have it up. But it's going right now. It's chunking along. There's 4 or 5 of you over there right now. But we have launched memberships over on that thing specifically to help me pay for the internet that brings that channel to you. There's 2 channels and 2 internet connections, so trying to help pay for the second internet connection. Memberships are very reasonable over there. That does not sound healthy. And it looks like we have our first channel member over there. I haven't figured out how to put those on the screen yet, but we'll work on that. But Keith PDX is our first channel member over. He is now a HNL ops operative over there. So head on over there, check it out. It's reasonably priced at just $1.99 a month. It's just basically to help take a chunk of the internet connection out of there. We are going to try some other stuff later on in the year over there. A second stream. So as things progress, things will progress over there. But thank you, everyone, for checking out that channel. It's interesting. I like having it up there. I like having the 360. And I love having the 24-hour-a-day ATC stream as well, because you can do cool things like rewind up to 12 hours and have flight radar and the ATC synced when you rewind. So that helps out a lot with me, where someone will say, hey, something came in at this time. I can rewind and check it out. But not to beat a dead horse, we do have channel memberships over here. They also started at $1.99 a month. We have other stuff available. We have merch shop. It's all to support the channel. So everything goes back, funneled into the channel. So thanks, everyone, for listening to my spiel. I'm happy. Congratulations, Keith, for being the first member over there. Next one heading out this side is a 717. It's heading off to Hilo. We'll take that here in just a second. Now we have another member over there. Sydney has become a member. Thank you very much, Sydney. So I hear this a lot. I probably shouldn't bring this up. I hear this a lot from people that I see it in other streams, and I hear it in forums, and I see people when they email me and complain that everything is about money. Everything, all these plane streamers are just asking for money, and I understand it's frustrating, but it's the nature of the beast. It does cost quite a bit to bring these to you, so I'm just trying to offset the cost. I'm not trying to make a living, I'm just trying to offset the cost. If you can support, I would appreciate it. If you can't support or just don't want to, that's fine as well. Just hit that like button for me if you can. Oh, we got our third member over there, Lord Andrew. Thank you very much. I tried to get the thing we have over here where it automatically bings and puts your name on. I tried to get that working on the other channel, but with the 360, it did not look as good. It looked weird. So I'm trying to figure out a better looking way to do it. Oh yes, it's Jonathan McDee's birthday tomorrow. I think we're all invited to Jonathan McDee's house for a party. Nice Friday night. It's very nice of you, Jonathan. Thanks for inviting us all over to your house. I will drop the address in the Discord channel later. That's an Aloha air cargo heading over to the reef runway. We'll catch that one in a few minutes. The propeller plane we saw in front of us, that is a Cessna Sky Courier. That's from it's a FedEx feeder that'll come down and hang a right and head towards FedEx. Well, happy birthday, buddy. A little belated, but sorry, I didn't know till right now, so happy birthday. We have our good friend Lord Andrew 1, who just joined over on the HNL ops side. Says Aloha Patrick in the reverse ops Honolulu. Aloha to you. Thank you for being a channel member for 15 big months. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. And thanks for being a new channel member over on HNL Ops. Yeah, Mrs. Reverse Ops is listening today, so... Well, she'll be listening for a little while. She's heading over to a doctor's appointment in town, so I don't think her doctor's appointment is for another 20 minutes. So I think we got her listening for another 20 minutes. So everybody, think a good thought for Mrs. Reverse Ops today. Should get positive news, but so if you're sitting to yourself wondering, why is there a Sun Country plane here? I don't know. I have no idea. This is the Golden Gopher livery. I think that's what it's called. Gopher 1, maybe? I don't know. The Caddyshack special. I don't have any idea what it's really called, but last time it was here, the word through the grapevine that I got from someone in the chat was that it was here on a military charter, but it came back, so I don't know. They have it stuck over there, kind of where they can stick small planes at the rarely used taxiway over there. So it's just hanging out. A couple days in Hawaii. Looks like they're doing a runway inspection on 8 left. Oh, no, he dove off the runway. There he is. Here's Jonathan McD. You ready for the party tomorrow night? I'll bring the Pop-Tarts to the party. How about that? And then maybe O'Malley can bring the Pog. Rainbow Love can bring the sausages. This 717 here that we're looking at is coming in from Kailua Kona. It's going to touch down here on 8 left. We have an Aloha air cargo that has just started to move heading off to Kailua Kona on the reef runway. We'll pick that up here in just a second. So we got lots of inter-island action this morning. There it is, just above the trees. Looks like the next one coming in on 8 left will be a 777. That is a FedEx 777. That is just passing over Ko'olina right now. Hello, Alan. Alan Lee, ATC. Welcome to the 717 Inter-Island Travel Level. Really appreciate you joining. You'll enjoy all the comfort of the 3-2 configuration on the 717 as you zip between the Hawaiian Islands. The seats in economy do not recline, but you're never really in the air long enough to notice. I think Brandon's a little busy today, so we'll give him the day off. So we'll get Sydney. How about that? We'll get Sydney to bring your pog drink over. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Welcome. Where is... there it is. The first A380 today is going to be the orange Honu. It is just passed over Kapa'a on Kauai. So that means it's about 20 minutes out or so, give or take. How long it takes to get here. That'll be the first of 2 A380s we get here today. The second one will be about an hour later or so. They will both slide into the show easily because we're going to be here for another 2 hours. To clean up on aisle 7, Sydney's dropped some pog drink. Hello, Sherry. Good to see you. Our good friend Ken has joined over on the HNL ops side. Thank you very much, Ken. Ken Smith. He's a longtime channel member. Thank you very much, Ken. All right, so that FedEx triple is now probably close enough where we can take a good gander at it. There it is right there. We might even be able to get some super zoom action on it. So that is a 321. You was sneaking across the backside of that shot. I don't know if you guys saw it. That's heading off to San Diego. It's one of our 2 sand flights that we're going to get here from Hawaiian here. Yes. Wait, no, that's that. I'm mistaken. That's the. I'm thinking of the Southwest ones. So I am definitely gonna have to figure out how to work this on the other side. So if you're hanging out on the other side, you might want to check. Oh, he turned the wrong way. I thought he was going to turn the other way. Must be full over there. But it looks like if you're hanging out on the other side, you had a good shot at getting a gifted membership, because our good friend Keith PDX has gifted 5 channel memberships over on the other side. Looks like Digger, Charlie Bravo, Alan Burton, Nell, and Ben all received a membership thanks to Keith PDX. Thank you very much. Wow, Alan, that must have... That must have been something to see leaving off, like 50 years ago. It would have to leave off this runway, right? 50 years ago, I don't know, was the reef runway? No, the reef run, 50 years ago, the reef runway wasn't. It might have been just brand new. But that plane leaving off that one, I'd love to see a video of that. Holy cow. That might have been cool. I'm always jealous. Not jealous. I guess they used to have F4s here that would leave off this runway. And F-15s daily off the Reef runway. That must have been loud back then around here. Alright, so they're looping him back around. We're gonna take the scenic tour. Nice little biplane action this morning. Oh, that'd be neat, Charlie Bravo. I missed one of those a couple of years ago. They were in, I think it was a taxi and engine run-up of one of those a couple years ago. And it was... I forget where it was. I was talking to a guy at Lakenheath on a Saturday. Maybe it was a Friday. Yeah, it was a Friday. I was talking with a guy at Lakenheath on a Friday, and he was going on Sunday to see it and said I should go, but I forget where it was, but it was a long drive, and then I had to be back in London on Monday for my flight out. So it didn't work out, but it's one of those things you wish you would have planned a little better. When that Vulcan left, did it leave a whole shadow over the whole city of Honolulu? I think it's massive. I've only seen one. I was at a air museum in the UK, and they had one there outside. So in this shot, we got a couple planes down there. The one with its tail facing us on the right side, I think is being towed or has not lit up yet. But the one on the far end in front of the hangar, that is a Hawaiian heading off to Portland with the Extra X. It's a 321. And then just sneaking in the shot is another plane that's not lit up, but that looks like that's definitely a Hawaiian. It's definitely a Hawaiian 330. Let's see where it's going. I think it might be under tug. That's not where it's. That's why it's not lit up. coming over here probably came in to the domestic terminal and is leaving from the international. So that'd be 1976. I don't think the reef runway was finished in 76. So that would have you would have had to go out and in on 8 left. Crazy. Yeah, Ken and Keith over there figured out I'm not very good at creating emojis yet. I have some more ideas for emojis for the other channel, HNL Ops over there. But the only custom one I have is O'Malley Cat. So we can you can throw that up when we see O'Malley Cat in the shot. Alright, so it looks like the A380 will be next arrival on 8 left. It is lined up way offshore out there. So it's about 4 minutes out or so, give or take. You won't see O'Malley Cat up here, though, today. There's lots of other cats. There's a scraggly-looking orange one around here somewhere. And there's about 10 that are behind me somewhere on the other side. They like to hang out on the other side. O'Malley Cat's pretty exclusive to the parking lot at the other end. Oh, they might shove a... I said they might shove a Southwest in ahead of the Super. That's coming in from Kailua Kona. You say it just turned, did a little excuse me maneuver right over Kalialoa to cut in front of the Super. It's not very nice, cutting off a Super. Giving Mr. Reverse Ops positive thoughts. Little Portuguese golfer, huh? Hello, Colin. Thanks for everything, Patrick. Well, thank you. You've been a very long time. I think Colin, is right up there with the... I'd have to look. There's Colin and Trav and a couple of people that are right up there at the high limit of how, like, day one channel members. So thank you very much, Colin. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Kelvin, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. There's that Southwest coming into the shot now. Thanks again, Colin. Hello, Joshua. Good to see you. Yeah, it's only got a 111-foot wingspan, but each wing looks like you could play soccer on it. Oh, I'm sorry, footy on it. I'm sorry. The Majuro flight, United 154, is next out on the reef runway. That's going to be a little minute. He's still on Juliet. But the next one coming in this side that we're all looking forward to seeing is the Orange Honu. If you're new here, ANA has 3 A380s. Collectively, they are known as the Flying Honu. Honu is Hawaiian for sea turtle, so once it turns to the side, you'll see why it has that. They have 3 different liveries, all painted like sea turtles, or Honu. There's a orange one, this one right here, it's Kala. And then there's a blue one, which is Lani. And then there's a sea green one, which is Kai. So you have the sun, the sky, and the sea. They fly exclusively between here and Tokyo. That is Narita, not Haneda. There you can see it's got the mother Honu and the two babies there. Did you guys see the video of the guy who was throwing rocks at a Honu yesterday? Not only did he get arrested. Oh, hey. On vacation, I guess. So not only did he get arrested by the DLNR, quick little side note, if you come to Hawaii, don't mess with turtles, don't touch them. Stay away from them. Because two things will happen if you touch a turtle. Both things happened to this guy. He got arrested and got a major butt kicking. Oh boy, if you've seen that video, he gets a good case of the lickings. And then he gets arrested, so it's a bad day for him. He has to go to jail all bruised. So the next one will be about 40 minutes or so away, I think. Let's see if we can scroll out far enough to check. That's the wrong ANA. There we go. It is 43 minutes away. It is the blue one. It's the second one today. So that'll be here right around 10 till 9. And we are going to run through about 9:45, so definitely make it in the show today. And looks like our next one out is going to be another 717 heading off to Maui. That is at the end of 8, right? We'll get it when it starts to move this way. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say? I thought I was confusing two videos that I saw yesterday. I'm sorry. It was a monk seal that he was. Don't touch those either. I saw two videos where people were messing with animals yesterday and they confused the animal. I'm sorry. The guy got his butt kicked for throwing rocks at a seal. The other guy just got arrested for sitting on a Honu. So. God, Larry, I missed the attack beaver, the New Jersey attack beaver. It sounds like a 70s horror movie. Yeah. Every plane coming into Hawaii should just show a video of that guy getting his butt kicked and then arrested, and we will have much less people messing with animals. Oh, I'm paying attention to the wrong thing. Hey. All right, we have a Southwest heading down to the reef runway. That's heading out to Vegas. And then the next one out on this side is another 717 that's heading off to Kailua Kona. You know, I was wondering if that was... You know, I was going to go back and mark that and go check it. Thanks for the confirmation, Ian. Appreciate that. I couldn't tell... When I was... on my little monitor, I couldn't tell if it was a cloud or the moon. Frank, you got attack beavers there in New Jersey? Yeah, Ganderson, sorry. Is that Ganderson? Ganderson? Yeah, it looks like it's not having a good week or a month. It's been over there. We had a bunch of rain a couple of weeks ago, And it's been sitting there ever since then. I don't know if it's supposed to be there. I don't know if the person who owns it knows it's there, but it's not having a good day. Well, well, Frank, be careful of the, look out for the attack beaver, I guess. Where's this guy going? Yeah, just drive wherever you want. All right, 717's waiting for this one here, so we'll take this one here while we're waiting. This is the Vegas one. So all the people on that flight are dreaming of winning big, heading off to Vegas, and they'll all come back disappointed. Oh, look at this. I need... You think they'd let me stream off this? I could wheel this thing down to the other end. Look at that. I could wheel this thing down to the parking lot down there and stream off it. The next one heading out is another Southwest. It's heading off to Kahului on Maui. Looks like we have we're gonna have a 330 come in on the 4 is over here, 4 right. I don't know why that is. There are some, I wonder if they're cleaning something up on 8 left here. 'Cause they have a street sweeper out here, it looks like. Wonder if they're doing some quick maintenance here because they have the heavy coming in on 4 right now. That should go most of the way down, so we should get a good 360 is buffer. Oh, why did that disconnect? Okay, that shouldn't have why is that? Still power there. Wi-Fi. I wonder if weird. Something weird happened. I'll get it handled in a second. Something weird happened. I want to catch this heavy coming in on 4 right. I don't know why. No internet. That's weird. Everything's freaking out. Okay, connected there. That's what it's supposed to do. Why is that off? I'm gonna have to get off the truck to look at that. It's still showing me a live picture? That's interesting. Okay, camera's still working. Alright, we'll fix the 360 in just a second. I want to get this. Okay, that'll come around behind the buildings here. I'm very confused. Very confused. I think this 360 is back up. I think. There's a couple more coming in this side. I think there's still that the yellow truck out on 8 left, so must be temporarily closed. The ones coming in now are 717s, it looks like. I'd love to see the turtle come down 4 right. I haven't seen that in years. So a couple of years ago, probably 4 years ago, before I started streaming. They were doing a lot of work on 8 left, and they had 8 left closed for seemed like 9 months. Maybe it was even longer. So everything left on 8 right usually, and all the arrivals were on 4 right. So it was just, you could sit down in the parking lot and see everything. It was all right in front of you. So they would bring in the heavies, the super heavies, all on 4 right. You get a lot of nice, that's where some of my nicer shots of the, oh, thanks, Ian. Some of my nicer shots of the A380 up close were when they were bringing them in on 4 right. And it's one of those things you like, as the moments happen, you're like, oh. And then you look back on it and think, man, I should have taken more pictures. All right, we have a Hawaiian Flight 6 that is meandering down. You can see it kind of, sort of on the left side of this shot right there. That's Hawaiian Flight 6 way down there. That is heading off to Vegas. All right, next one out on the reef right now would be that Hawaiian Flight 6. So we have RIMPAC coming up soon. That is a multi-nation, multi-force joint exercise that'll take place the end of June through July. And then we should have our second Century Aloha coming up soon. I've heard some rumored dates. And then there's one of the government websites might have leaked them to. They match up very closely with the rumored dates I heard. So we'll keep those. That's coming up very soon. That's coming up. If those dates hold, that'll come up very soon. But with all the stuff going on, you never know what's going to happen. Sardines and beer. All right, John. Where is this guy going? Is he being tugged? He must be being tugged. All right, we'll take Hawaiian 6 now. Yeah, I think that Japan Air I was looking at was being towed. Yeah, it's definitely being towed. Next one going out to the reef runway is San Jose bound 737 MAX 8 Southwest. The C-17 has turned off its transponder. I haven't seen it move. So thanks everybody for hanging out with us today. It's about 9:35 Hawaii time in the morning, just in case you, sorry, did I say 9:35? 8:35 in the morning. That clock is correct. At least as far as you know. So we've been going about 2 hours. We got about an hour left. 9:45 is when we got to start making that decision really quickly because I got to get to work. But if you're new here, welcome. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I know about half of you that are listening to the sound of my voice are not subscribed to the channel. So please, it doesn't cost you anything. Just hit that subscribe button. We also have a second channel going right now. HNL Ops. That is our companion channel where we have a 360 camera going right over my head. It's right over there. So you can kind of see what's going on around me. See all this in the peripherals. We also have a live flight radar and ATC channel over there that lets you, overlays both so you can actually rewind and listen to them and watch them in sync, so you don't have to try to sync stuff up. It has a 12-hour buffer, so you can go back and listen and watch the last 12 hours of any day. It runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, unless the internet in my house goes down. Ah, thanks, Captain Weber, or not Captain Weber. If you're over there, you can check out our new membership options over on HNL Ops. Just $1.99 a month. We're just trying to help pay for the internet that brings you the 360 camera and the ATC. So it's not a huge amount of money, but we're trying to offset costs here. So if you enjoy that channel over there, if you spend a lot of time over there, check out the memberships option. It's just $1.99 a month. You can cancel anytime. So thanks for that. Thanks for being here. It's always a lot of fun. This is, like I said a million times before, besides the time I get to hang out with Mrs. Reverse Ops, this is my favorite time of the week, just hanging out with you guys, watching planes. So, thank you, everyone. Next one out on the reef runway is that Southwest I was talking about a minute ago. Should be coming through the trees. Oh, there it is right there. Next one heading that way is a 717. It's off to Niihau. That's still a couple minutes out. It's still on Juliet. They're still bringing in planes on 4 right. I still see the yellow truck down there. Let's show you that game. They're doing something on the runway here with the ops truck and that yellow truck. I don't know if something hit something. I didn't hear anything on the ATC about that. Or something else is going on. But they are doing some work here on 8 left. So they're still bringing stuff in on 4 right. The next one in is a Southwest coming in from Kailua Kona. So we'll pick that up when it gets a little closer and I can see it better. So that truck there is one of the ops trucks there, that on the left side screen. Oh, we have our first 747 lit up of the day. That's heading off to Sydney. Thanks, Ian. Hey, 93 Integra, how you been? Hope you're doing well. Little local plane spotter here. Almost have a parallel landing coming in over on the 4 as we have a 717 and a Super Cargo Master out there. They're kind of next to each other. The Super Cargo Master is going a little bit slower, so it'll probably not end up being a true parallel landing, but every once in a while we get parallel landings over there with Cessnas, but not too often. Our good friend Kelvin, he has joined us over on the other channel, HNL Ops. He's become an HNL Ops operative over there. Thank you very much, Kelvin. Appreciate all your support. All right, we're going to get one leaving off the reef runway, which is a better shot, so we'll go over and get that over here. Our next heavy is a 7.6. We'll see what runway that goes to. I don't see the yellow truck over here anymore, so I would imagine we're back to 8 left being open, but I don't have any idea really. Oh, and that one slid right through the shot as I was looking at the other one. Hello, Airframe Productions. Good to see you. And that JAL might be coming down to 4 right. It's gone south past where it would normally turn. We need to get the A380 on 4 right is what we need. That's what we need today. It is getting close. It's halfway between Oahu and Kauai right now. So it's less than 15 minutes away. So let's keep that 8 left closed for a little while. Where did the 717 go? Oh, there he is. All right, we also have a DHL triple that is Singapore Airlines operated. That is coming over Honolulu right now. Don't see it over there, but it's out there somewhere. It might be in the clouds, lost in the clouds. Or as a Pink Floyd fan would say, it's obscured by the clouds. If you get that reference, you're either really old or a really big Pink Floyd fan. Woohoo! Mrs. Reverse Ops is POW. Ah, bummer. Bummer. Thanks, Ian. The 7-6 is coming this way, though, on 4 right, though. Alright, when I can see the Japan Air, I will... flip around to it. Still, it has turned for final, but I still cannot see it. Dooby-dooby-doo. It looks like the DHL is going to come this way too. So we'll get a 7-6 and a 777 on this side. Then we'll get the Airbus A380 on the other side. Like I always say, you can't have everything in life. Where would you put it? Ooh, there it is right there. Duh, it's right in front of my face. What's going on? I was looking too far up. It's got to be here somewhere, and then boom, there it was. It's passing right by the Queen that's over there. The Queen will be heading out to the Reef Runway. We'll get that here in a little bit. Hello, Peter. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in this evening. There goes the cow truck. We're gonna flip over to the DHL Singapore Airlines. It's somewhere over here. Somewhere over here. There it is. All right, the Super just called in for 8 left, so he's next on 8 left. We're gonna pull away from the Singapore Airlines. We're gonna come over to the Super. I smell more cows. Smell more cows. Oh, thanks, Ian. Well, there he is right there. There's Manu 1-2 crossing over in the background. That will head out to the reef runway. Next one in after this one will be a Japan Air Dreamliner coming in from Tokyo. We'll take care of that one. There is a Southwest in front of the C-17, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Alright, we're going to pull away from this for a second. This is Aloha Air Cargo 4045. It was just giving a go around on 4 right. It was called by the tower. I don't know why. That was the go around. Oh, is that what it was, Ian? Thank you. Somebody was too slow clearing the runway. Whoa! Whoa! I didn't hear these guys coming. Unexpected. It sneaked out on me there. They weren't on the 8 tower or the tower. There's 2 tower ATC frequencies. They must have been talking to the other one. I need to get this scanner to have both tower frequencies on it, but I keep getting lazy. Yeah, neither did I, Ian. I'm was only assuming they were on the other tower frequency. There's 1181, and then there's one. It's 1238, I think, maybe. But I do know that the moose is moving now, so we'll come over here and get the Hawaiian moose crossing. Well, hello there. You're watching on the 360 cam. You know, we got a very special visitor today. What's over here? Wearing her Atlanta reverse ops t-shirt. Oh. Down there? Maybe he has to go around something. Yeah, she had a doctor's appointment today, so she's stopping by on her way back to work to say hello. Unless her boss is listening. Then no, she's not here. I haven't seen her all morning. You gotta be back by your lunch, right? So you can take your lunch. Well, good job, Cray.
I smell animals.
What?
There's animals.
Lots of cats. Oh, cows, yeah. Well, we get those a lot. You haven't seen those before in the show? We usually get those a lot. Yeah. Caught me off guard. I didn't hear them on the thing. So, yeah. What did he say?
They don't say.
Yeah. They don't want to hear what I have to say. So that Queen is taking the longest taxi down Charlie right now. Is that Charlie or is that Delta? I don't remember. Delta. No. But we'll catch its departure here in a minute. West Air Charter. Did I miss that one? I must have missed that one. Sorry, I was chatting with the lovely Mrs. Reverse Ops. Oh yeah, that's a PC-12 coming in from Lanai. That's right over. Probably that one right there. No, that's probably that one in the back. Those are the ones that are used to ferry the high muckamuck rich people over to the resorts on Lanai. There's 2 resorts on Lanai. Both are 4 seasons. Both are owned by Larry Ellison. And if you stay at one of those resorts, they'll fly you over there from here, included in the cost of your room. Is that Randy Ashley? Is that what that is? Sorry, I get your name is killing my dyslexia. No, RimPack has not started yet. RimPack is not till, let's see, I think it's the end. End of June through July for RimPack. Hello, Lana. Hope you're having a good morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Our good friend the Rainbow Love is not with us today, but we do have a rainbow helicopter for her. You want a water? Cold water? There's one in the thing. You want a Pop-Tart? Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, now would be probably a good time to look at the 360 camera. I don't think I could show this on the main camera, but everybody should probably flip over to the 360 camera. So I have no idea what those police were doing. So yeah, I don't know, Brent. It doesn't make sense. They're all what they have here that they call subsidized police cars. So after a certain amount of time, you get a leased car that you own, but it's a police car. And that's what all the ones with the small lights on, the regular looking ones with the small lights on. There was no limos. They were all police cars. And if it was a fallen officer, you'd think to have a hearse, maybe. They wouldn't shove him in the back of a 4Runner. So, I have no idea. Calvin, you should know better than that. They all drive Tacomas or 4Runners or... They'd get ostracized if they showed up in a Blazer. All right, thanks, Mrs. Reverse Ops, for stopping by. She has to get going to work now. This Hawaiian here came in from Osaka. Oh, you're welcome, Cody, and hope your mom enjoys the show. Thanks for watching. Oh, Kelvin, there you go. Nigel, I don't think so, but I don't actually know. I don't, as far as I know, they're still grounded. I haven't heard anything else. I know FedEx says that they will have theirs going sometime in May, and I know the one over here, I'll show you it here. The one here, they were doing engine starts on this a couple of weeks ago, and they moved it over there about a week ago. So I think they're getting it ready, but I have no date for that. You hope it's in the garage, Kelvin. Now that wouldn't look lowered. I don't think yours is lowered. So this one just came in from LBC. Give you a little shot of what's coming up here in the next few minutes. Our second Singapore DHL is on its way. We have a couple other small planes. A lot of small stuff taxiing right now, filling up the chart. We do have a couple of heavies coming up. Yeah, I've never understood people who lower. I mean, I don't want to offend anybody. If you lower your car, that's your car, your business. But I've never understood it. There are very few cars that are better lowered, and you're 99% of the time you're just killing the handling. So I've never understood that. Next one coming in is a Southwest coming in from LA with the extra X. It's back over here. There it is right there. It's getting a little heat hazy down at the end of the runway, so we're going to leave a little bit back a little bit. And I've had discussions with people, oh, the lower it is, the aerodynamically better. Don't you watch NASCAR? Don't you watch this racing thing? Yes. When you take a car from the ground up and build it specifically to run low at 200 miles an hour, yes, lower is better. But your 86 Camry is not going to run any better lowered 6 inches than it will. It just doesn't, it doesn't work that way. And you're killing all the angles that were designed into the car for your front suspension. And you're destroying the other underside of your car every time you go over a speed bump. So I don't see the benefit of it. But if you like the way it looks, if you're okay with it, I'm not. I'm not going to argue. It's your car. Do whatever you want with it. But I will give everyone a piece of advice. Never buy a car that has been lowered. Never. Ever. If you see it's been lowered, even if you want the car to be lowered, walk away. Just walk away. No matter what the cost, walk away. Because you will regret buying someone else's lowered project. Next one is a Dreamliner coming in from Nagoya. It's a Japan Air. Followed by that, we'll have our second DHL Singapore Air. Now, the only lowering I like is when you take... my favorite cars are from, like, 1964 to 1974, mostly Chevrolets. Occasionally I like a Mopar. Not too many. Don't really like Fords. But 64 to 74, GM, A bodies, G bodies, F bodies. Well, G body might not be far enough back, but anyway, B bodies, you know, big cars. And the only thing I like, I think they look best if you take any one of those cars, you pick any one of them. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a 64 Impala or a 74 Camaro or, you know, a 68 Malibu. I think they all look best if you take the original style rims. Doesn't have to be the stock rims, just original style rims. Not these big, you know, don't go any higher than 15. You don't need 17 to 20 inch rims on your car. So I've got a theory. I'm gonna guess, my guess is somebody important is coming soon. That's my guess. my guess is somebody important is coming soon, and they're practicing for that. That's my guess. Yeah, that's my guess. I bet some big VIP is coming in the next, week or so, and they are practicing the motorcade. That's my guess. I don't know who it is. Could be Trump. Could be, Putin. I don't know. Could be somebody from Asia. But I bet somebody important's coming, and they're practicing. That's my guess. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, like 64 to 74 muscle cars or F bodies. If you take a regular, doesn't have to be a stock rim, just not a crazy big rim. Not even 17s. I don't even like 17s. 15-inch rims with a lower profile modern tire, just to lower it just a touch, but not mess the suspension up. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. You take a 67 Malibu, you put a good pair of Krager SS's or slot mags on it that are 15-inch, put some lower profile modern tires on it, and you can't get much better than that. That's what muscle cars are supposed to look like. Whoa, that guy was a little sideways. So speaking of motorcades, have you guys ever seen a presidential motorcade? We used to see him a lot here when Obama was president. He was here a lot. And a couple of times one time when Trump was president, he came here for a day the first time. And he hasn't been here the second one, but when he was first president. Those presidential motorcades, man, they haul butt. They haul butt. They are not hanging around. They move very quickly. They're not going 10 miles an hour like this one that went in front of us. They are moving. They got places to go. They don't want to be a target very long. Oh, interesting, airframe. Yeah, I'll be long gone by then. Yeah, I stay out of the hard landing conversation nowadays. Somebody said there's a hard landing. I stay out of that conversation now. You say you call any landing a hard landing, and you will get every Cessna pilot in the world telling you to, land it yourself. So I stay out of that conversation. This is a 717. This one's coming in from Niihau. We have one on the reef runway that is heading out to Hilo. Well, that heat haze is getting bad. Getting close to the end of the show, so that's okay. We need to put a dome over the airport and air condition it. All right, so we got about 5 minutes left, so we're gonna go. We'll take this disclaimer off. I'm done ranting for now. We'll go here, cut. I'd like to thank my 787 Honolulu traveler members, Perth Mark, Ken Smith, Rich F., Frank Schoenstein, and Chris L. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing. I'd also like to give a special shout out to the 330 international level travelers, Fred, Ron, Martin, Robbie, Will, Ken, Jane, Scott, Maui Dave, OSU WSP, Adam, Straw Hat, Jonathan McD, Gabriel, Sydney at 34 left, Flyer KG, Daniel Peters. Thank you very much. Virgin America's on final. All right. Ooh, it is. Thank you, Travis. Virgin America coming in from Portland with the extra X. It is a Max 9. There it is right there. I can't get too close to it because I can't do the super zoom and the scroll at the same time. It doesn't work that way. But I'd like to thank all the channel members. Thank you very much. You guys really are the backbone of this channel. Really appreciate all of you. Everybody with a green name in the chat, everybody scrolling by, and all the 717 levels as well. I'd like to thank the new members over there at the HNL Ops, Keith, Sydney, Lord Andrew, Ken, and Kelvin, and Keith gifted a few as well, so thank you all for that. If you didn't get the announcement earlier, we have opened up channel memberships on the HNL Ops channel to help offset the internet cost over there. The internet cost is, somewhere around $100 a month or so. So we're trying to offset that so we can keep that channel up and it's not draining the kitty, as they say. So if you can, please consider joining. It's just $1.99 a month, but it helps keep that channel up over there. And I know a lot of you use the live flight radar with the ATC overlay. I know a lot of you use that during the week, so. So that's the Virgin America that just came in from Portland. I see Zip Air moving. Zippies is moving. It's over here somewhere. There it is right there. So looks like that might be our Honolulu plane of the day. We'll give it a few more minutes and see. That'll be going off the reef runway. I thought Thursday was a Qantas day. Oh, it is a Qantas day. It's just running late. Usually we get Qantas right around 5 minutes till. Usually it's a couple minutes early. Ooh, I think we have fighters in the overhead. I'll get back to the. Where are they at? Oh, there he is. There he is. It's a little shaky. A little tiny plane a long way away. There's the second one coming in right behind it. At Ezra Jace's. Well, happy 12th birthday. Thanks for hanging out and watching the planes with us. I appreciate it. And have a happy, happy birthday. Oh, is that this might be National Air Cargo. It was supposed to be here. That might be National. Airframe Productions. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't make it to. I didn't make it to the end of your comment there. That is definitely too far out to hang out for. I'd love to see National, but that's not. That's probably another 40 minutes out or so. That's way out there still. Unfortunately, I will be sitting at my desk. Oh, CFI on the flight. Almost forgot to hit the like button. Don't be like CFI on the flight. Hit that like button. Oh, we have another C-17 moving down there. I didn't even see that. So we got a C-17 out there. We have Zippy's Air out there. We got a couple of fighters heading back to the hang. So we got a couple minutes. I think Zip Air, since it's behind the C-17, I think Zip Air, Zippies, will be our Honolulu plane of the day. There's the C-17 in the background. You can see the two F-22As right there. These are heading back to their home. And then over here should be Zippy's right there. It's waiting to cross. Got a little traffic in the way. This is a Hawaiian coming in from LA with the extra. It's Hawaiian Flight 1. Still a work in progress. I did go over there the other day and have a spaghetti with meat sauce plate, just to, make sure it was still of quality. All right, so the next one out on the reef runway will be a Southwest. That's not of importance to us. We'll try to catch it, but we'll see. What we're really interested is the two behind it. No offense, Southwest, Okay, we'll take the. I feel bad now. We'll take the southwest. I feel bad. I don't want the ghost of Herb Kelleher mad at me. I like Herb. We're gonna hold out over here for a moose, because I love those mooses to pieces. Alright, so our next plane out is our Niihau plane of the day. Our good friend Scott Robinson, 3816, is a 6-month-plus member here at the channel and has just upgraded to the 321 mainland traveler level. Thank you very much. We'll get you on that pseudo wide body, wannabe wide body comfort, heading out to exotic destinations like Long Beach and Oakland. Seats recline in this one, and you still get the POG, so it's a win-win-win. Thank you very much, Scott. Appreciate that. All right, Zippy's Air is on the roll. So everybody say it with me. Niihau! Okay. Ooh, that looks horrible. Wait, let me switch away from that for just a second. And we will... I think my I think my pat cam is getting a little hot. We're back. Ah, that's much better. Okay, that looks better. All right, thanks again for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun today. We had some fighters and some super heavies and a whole bunch of stuff in between. So thanks everybody for hanging out. We're going to send you over to the HNL Ops channel after this so you can watch me pack up on the 360 camera. Don't forget to check out the membership in there. Membership options there. It started out as just $1.99 a month, just something to help pay for the internet over there. So thanks again, everybody. I didn't get a chance to say thank you to the mods earlier. So Josh, O'Malley, Miss Wills, Rainbow Love, Kirsten, Sydney, Alan, Brandon, Jane, and Keith. Thank you very much. Special shout out to Mrs. Reverse Ops. Hope she's feeling better. And we'll see you all Saturday at 10 a.m. Hawaii time for the Sleep In Saturday show. We'll catch the departures of both A380s on that day. So thanks again, everyone. Love you all. Aloha.